Yes, welcome in, boys and girls, ladies and gents. It's Thursday night. It is, of course, time for the full 10 questions. Yes, here we are. We are a little bit early tonight, but that's not a problem. We have still got your good NFL quiz for the week to come at you. Tim, of course, here as regular for the full 10 yards crew. Tim, how are you doing this evening, matey?
Yeah, not too bad. Obviously, I can see myself on the screen. I said to you before we come in, I'm currently growing my Keenan Allen. I don't think I'm ever going to quite get to the Eric Weddle side of the beard because I'll be divorced by that point. But I'll keep the Keenan Allen going for a little while and see how far we get before wife threatens me with a shaver.
You're looking good on it, mate. You are looking good on it. And he's, of course, a battle of the beards, as you can see on the bottom of the screen, with his own facial hair, all the way from the NFL Ireland show. Michael, how are you, buddy?
Man, not too bad. Thanks for getting me on, lads. This Tim, you've got more hair there on the side of your face than I have on the top of my head, so you're definitely doing well there. But I had a beard like yours, Tim, but I can't do it anymore, man. I gotta try and keep it fresh for the camera. But lads, I can't do it. I have to, the whole crack over here with lockdown is nuts. But lads, pleasure in all seriousness coming on the show. We try and watch it most weeks, so we definitely appreciate it. Thanks very much for coming on. It's great.
Pleasure is all ours, mate. Pleasure is all ours. Well, it's certainly all mine, particularly if you do take Tim down. I'm certainly not a homer. I get behind the challenges. Let's see if we can bring him down a peg or two. We've obviously already got the Kahoot app pre-loaded and the questions are set to go, fellas. So everybody knows the rules by now. Play along if you're watching at home, of course. And let's get going, fellas, for this week's edition of the full 10 questions. Good luck indeed to both of you. So, as always, chaps, the first question will be related to points scored on the week, and I want to know how many teams scored more than 40 points during week 13. Were there 1, 2, 3, or 4 teams that scored 40 points or more on the week?
Oh my God, on behalf of every NFL fan in Ireland, both north and south of the border, I apologise in advance.
I'm going to go with, I think there wasn't that many. I'm going to go with that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a quieter week this week. There were 5 last week, but there were only 2 this week. Cleveland with 41. Nearly got 40 before half-time, but 41 for Cleveland. And 45, of course, for the New England Patriots, shutting out the Chargers. Well done, fellas, both up and running. And, of course, bonus points for getting the answer in quickly. Tim took his time to get it right, but, of course, scores on the doors count. Mick takes the early lead. Question number 2, boys. It's a toughie. Who caught the final completion made by Carson Wentz before he was benched for Jalen Hurts? Was it Greg Ward? Was it Zach Ertz? Was it Dallas Goedert or Miles Sanders? I thought that was a toughie, but both the fellas are on the ball there.
It was a guess.
I'm going to be honest, complete guess on my part as well.
It was a very good guess then, boys, if that is the case. Yeah, it was a 41-yarder, believe it or not, to Dallas Goedert. Carson Wentz's stat line, if you take that 41-yarder out, was 5 of 14, and it would have been for a paltry 38 yards. So,
Jesus Christ.
One play to Dallas Goedert went for more than that. I think it was obviously a little bit too late, though, and obviously we'll see how Jalen Hurts gets on this week. So, question 3 then, boys. Who was the only player to top 100 yards receiving in the Bears versus Lions game?
Oh, I know that one.
Was it Hockenson, Jones, Allen Robinson, or Anthony Miller? It was Marvin Jones Jr., rolling back the clock. He's had a decent couple of weeks in the absence of Kenny Golladay. TJ Hockenson was 84 yards, and the 2 Bears receivers that I gave you the choices for, Allen Robinson 75 and Anthony Miller 56 yards. So we have our first slip up there from Mick. Tim takes over at the top.
Tim's on the move now, boys. He's on the move.
Charging down the field like an Andy Dalton-led Cowboys offense.
Question number 4, fellas, is the Giants shut down the Seahawks. Their longest play covered just 28 yards, but who was responsible for it? Was it Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf, Chris Carson, or Carlos Hyde?
Oh, I don't know that one.
I think I hit the wrong button, boys. Oh, God.
Neither of the fellas can find the right answer there. It was Chris Carson. Believe it or not, on a pass play, 28 yards. His longest rush only covered 11. The longest rush of the day belonged to Russell Wilson with 19. Yeah, real surprising scoreline, but the Giants certainly playing some decent football in recent weeks, and that defence in particular stepping up to the plate. So no change on the scores. Obviously, question 5, as always, chaps, will be a picture round. Picture will reveal itself slowly. Obviously, get your answer in as quickly as you are confident to do so. Obviously, need the full name of the player involved, please. Good luck to both of you fellas. Quite simply, who is in this Week 13 image? Oh, here he comes.
Oh, I'm going to go early.
Oh, I've put the wrong player in. Oh, my God. If this is who I think it is, I'm going to cry.
It seems like you might have gone wrong. I'm going to go with you then. I'm pretty sure it's you.
I think you're right, Tim. I put in the Holmes, you put in yeah. I seen the red and just went for it.
Because I know he has yellow. He has yellow on his gloves or whatever he has. But yeah.
Yeah, it was indeed Travis Kelce. There's the picture in a bit of a bigger format for you fellas. Obviously, another monster day for him, setting records at the tight end position. And more importantly for him, I'm sure the one he's always been waiting for, he apparently is today joined the 99 club in Madden, ladies and gents. There you go, the highest rated tight end in the Madden franchise game.
As a Broncos fan as well, Sean, it was delightful to hear Travis refer to us as the Raiders on Sunday night. So.
Indeed. Question number 6, fellas. Which quarterback threw for more yards in the Washington versus Steelers game? Was it Alex Smith or Ben Roethlisberger?
I've had the gamble. I got it wrong. Brilliant.
Well, it was a 50-50, but it was indeed Ben Roethlisberger, just about. He had 305 to Alex Smith's 296. So Tim pulling away a little bit. See if we can get some answers right in the last
consolation points.
Question 7. Which Buffalo Bill returned a Nick Mullins pass for a 33 yards on an interception? Was it Micah Hyde? Was it Jordan Poyer? Was it Levi Wallace? Or was it Tre'Davious White? So, decent performance from the Bills, taking care of business on the road. Obviously not actually in San Francisco. But which Bill was the one who had a interception return? Neither of the fellas could find the right one. It was Micah Hyde. Tre'Davious White did have the other interception on the night, but that was in the end zone when it looked like the 49ers might get a little bit closer. But yeah, Micah Hyde was the guy that you were looking for, chaps. No change to the scores on the door, so let's move straight along to question 8. Which Cleveland Brown did not catch a touchdown pass from Baker Mayfield against the Titans? Was it Jarvis Landry, Nick Chubb, Rashard Higgins, or Donovan Peoples-Jones?
I'm going to go you.
Yeah. Oh, he ran it in, didn't he?
Yeah,
Nick
he
Chubb
ran it.
Nick Chubb did indeed run it in. Yeah. It was a 1-yarder for Nick Chubb on the ground. The other 3 did catch touchdown passes. Donovan Peoples-Jones probably with the highlight play of the day, the 75-yarder. But yeah, all 3 of the other receivers on there did get a reception. Nick Chubb, like you say, did his damage on the ground. So, Tim, it's going to be a comfortable victory. Come on now, Mick. Let's see if we can get some pride out.
We'll have to watch Red Zone with Tim here, boys. This is fantastic. How many?
Question 9. How many points did missed kicks from Dan Bailey cost the Vikings as they escaped in overtime against the Jags? Did it cost them 3, 5, 7, or 9 points on the afternoon?
Oh, I wrote about this on the 10 takeaways as well, but I don't know if I've specified how many he missed. I know what he's missed on the season.
It's a complete guessing game here for me.
Let's go 2 field goals and an extra point.
I'm just glad you haven't the same one as me, man, to be honest.
The logic was good, but you got it the wrong way around. It was 2 extra points and a field goal, so it was 5 points. Yeah, I tuned into that game pretty late on Red Zone and couldn't believe even in overtime at like the 2-yard line, the Vikings still weren't kicking the ball. So that shows you how much confidence they had got in Dan Bailey on the evening, doesn't it? But Unlucky fellas both hit the post on that one. So final question of the week, and of course it is as usual, give me the correct order. And this week, fellas, I'm talking running backs. I want you to put the running backs in order of rushing yardage on the week. Start with the guy with the most and end with the guy who got the least. So there's your 4 to sort out for me this week. We have got Cam Akers, Alvin Kamara, Devin Singletary, and Miles Gaskin. I can tell you all 4 of them led their respective teams in rushing. So can you get them into the correct order for me?
I think Kamara had a decent-ish day, didn't he? Which is unusual for him. If I don't know, I can't remember what Gaskin had.
Who did the Saints even play, boys? This is here. I feel like I'm not watching Red Zone right here, lads. Honestly, I'm gonna have to sit down this weekend and get a pen and paper out.
The Saints played the Saints played the Falcons. If it's of any use to you,
I know Devin Singletary got most of the carries because Zach Moss fumbled early on in that game. He got put on the bench.
Yes. But Miles Gaskin, why is it ringing out to me? I don't know.
He's got 4. He got a couple of seconds.
2 seconds left.
Press your button.
Oh, I have to press the button. Oh my god.
The time expires.
Just to say, I put Alvin Kamara first, Miles Gaskin second. Singletary second, Gaskin third, Akers fourth. That could be completely wrong, but
yeah.
Sorry, boys.
It was completely wrong because there is your correct. It was Miles Gaskin first. He had 90. Alvin Kamara 88. Cam Akers 72 and Devin Singletary 61. So let's finish off as always with the scores on the doors. Obviously, neither of the boys got the last question right, so we know who takes the victory. Of course, Tim is going to improve his season record to 10-2, 11-2.
No, 11-2. That's absolutely unbelievable.
It's far
I don't
too
feel
many.
as bad now, Tim.
Far too many, yeah.
Far too many wins.
Go for the bye week.
But as we say every week, it's all about taking part. It's all about a good bit of fun. So, Mick, thanks ever so much for coming along and joining us. Fellas, I'm just going to throw this green screen out the way because it's obviously just not playing ball with me tonight. There you go. I've been trying to hold it for the last 2 minutes, but I will find a better stand for that next week. Mick, while I'm sorting out my technical issues, where can everybody listen and find the good work that you and the boys over there are doing?
Appreciate it, boys. We are on. We're called the Irish NFL Show on Twitter, and we only started in week 8, so feel free to come over and join us for a bit of crack. But everybody welcome. Irish people from the UK, abroad, everything, lads. Come on over. It's just, I guess that's pretty much it. We've got a show on Sunday, a show on Monday, and a show starting in 17 minutes. Hopefully, my trivia will be better than what I've put up against Tim there. And we'll see that.
No, it's been an absolute pleasure.
A few more notes, anyway.
It's been an absolute pleasure to have you on, mate. Good luck to you and the boys. It's been a good addition to the NFL UK scene. Good bit of fun had by all. So, good luck throughout the rest of the season. I'm sure we will speak again over the course of the coming weeks, mate, as we get towards important football at this time of year. Tim, any closing remarks from yourself on another victorious evening?
Yeah, well, I'll say 11-2. It's pretty decent, isn't it? You did miss a few gags. You could have said the one about your back screen. You could have said, "Oh, peel back the curtain," and you missed the double doink on the down points. But we'll let that go. But yeah, no, happy 11-2. Yeah, it is what it is. Come and have a go. Come and beat me. Come on.
Yeah. Only a couple of weeks left in the regular season, of course. I think was it four episodes of the full 10 questions left to go. There is potentially some exciting news on the full 10 questions to get even more of you involved. We're working on that behind the scenes, potentially something quite good coming up for the playoffs, but we will reveal that as and when we have dotted the I's and crossed the T's. For now, though, until next week on the full 10 questions, and of course, until myself and Tim and the rest of the guys are back behind the mics on Monday, from all of us here at Full 10 HQ, in the great words of Kevin Cadle, it's bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.